This channel is part of the Nick Terrell Network. Sit back, relax and enjoy your featured presentation.
Hi folks, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you Escape the Dark Castle. Okay, so this could probably best be described as a choose your own adventure game almost. It's like a RPG light little kind of dungeon crawl. Let me show you the back and you get a rough idea of what we're dealing with here. So straight away, trying my hardest to avoid the glare, you notice everything is in black and white, so it gives that real noir kind of feel. Okay, so let me read the back and give you a better idea. Okay, Escape the Dark Castle, the game of atmospheric adventure. After years of wrongful incarceration, you finally break free of your cell. Now you face danger at every turn on a desperate quest to escape. Escape the Dark Castle is a simple fantasy adventure game with a focus on atmosphere, storytelling and player cooperation, perfect for newcomers to tabletop gaming. That gets a little star off me straight away. Players take the roles of prisoners and must work together using dice and item cards to overcome the castle's many horrors, traps and challenges. Can you escape the dark? Okay, so you basically start off in your cell and you need to get out and about. Okay, so it says game features simple rules, easy to learn, social cooperative gameplay, 2-minute setup, rich atmospheric adventures, choose your path to freedom, a different castle every time. So I've got to show you that artwork on the front again. Look at that. I'm a sucker for all the old sort of D&D style, sort of first, second edition D&D style art. I really love it. Okay, so on the top we find a rule book, which I'll give you a little blip at in a minute. Straight away we have a very packed box. So we have 4 little pencils, always nice. We have a little pad saying Escape the Dark Castle for you to write your various little scores on, denoted overleaf there. A baggie which has been unused so far. We have a big set of cards. These are like even bigger than tarot cards. I will show you those in a moment. We have a smaller set of cards, a smaller deck. This is like a little sort of, these like playing card size, and these are your items. So for instance, you might find a cracked axe weapon, 2-handed. Okay, in combat, roll a chapter die along with your character die each time you attack. Apply both results. Partially rotten apple, that's food. Discard to restore 1 hit point to your character. Let's have a look at one more. Liquid luck potion. Discard to roll your character die, applying only the second result. So you basically, let me show you the big cards, it will all make sense. Okay, so we've got a few character cards here. Okay, so various characters have various strengths. Okay, so we've got the cook there, Tanner there, and you see down the side you see all these little various scores. The miller, the tailor, the abbot and the smith. So I'm not sure, it's been a long time, I can't remember. I think you basically randomly can either shuffle these or pick a character that you want. Okay, so bear in mind you are playing this cooperatively. And then the actual game itself, what we do is you have like one starting page, if you like. And that is like where we all start off from the same. And then you basically, as you leave a room, you turn a new card over. Yeah, some of these are just brilliant. There's like a little description on each one and it like tells you what to do. Okay, so I'm just going to show you some of them. So again, it stays with that sort of artwork there. And along your adventures, you meet some characters to fight. You meet some characters who can help you. In this instance, we found someone who was obviously, not done as well. And you like the description text. So it'll give you like a little bit of like garb. It'll say like, from the darkness ahead, an arrow whistles past your ear. Before you can react, another buries itself into your shoulder and you slump against the wall in agony. You lose 2 hit points. Cautiously creeping along the passage, you find a man's body riddled with arrows. There is no sign of the attackers, so you check to see if he was carrying anything of value. Then you draw an item card. Okay, so you can kind of see like where this is going to go. I'll show you one more. With a piercing wail, a hideous creature emerges from the darkness ahead. It drools at the sight of you. As a group, choose one option, then begin combat. You can either surround the beast and attack from all sides, or stay together and fight on the move. And again, you get various bonuses for or against that theory. And I'm not going to show you anymore because this is like an adventure game, so I don't want to ruin it for anybody who wants to purchase it. And then we did mention the dice. So these are nice, big, thick, chunky dice, almost like a King of Tokyo kind of dice. So we have 6 white ones, and we have 3, 7, 9 black ones. Okay, so I'm just going to show you them briefly. So this one says Abbot. Okay, so that is your dice for the Abbot, and you can see various symbols: hits, shields, focus, that kind of thing. So you basically do as you're told. When you come across an encounter, you roll the dice that you're given. The black ones appear to be the same. Obviously, there's going to be various denominations, more symbols on each side. And that basically is your contents. Let's have a quick look at the rule book. Okay, so very simple. Looks exactly like the cover of the box. Okay, so welcome prisoner. And it just gives us setting up the game, playing the game, item cards, combat, and solo play. So always gets, another thumbs up from me for being a solo play. So it gives us like our little introduction there. Again, look at that artwork. You'll either like it or you won't. If you come from a school where you think, well, I want all colourful, high-def, AI kind of imagery, go home, or just don't buy this one. But if you're like me and you love that old school D&D early editions, yeah, you'll love it. It's so atmospheric. So yeah, it's just a welcome prisoner. Tells us the objective of the game. So the objective of the game is to overcome every card in the castle deck while keeping everyone in the group alive. If you do this, you all escape the dark castle and win together. However, if anyone dies along the way, the game ends immediately and you must try again. So it's going to obviously offer that total cooperative thing. It gives us our components. 45 chapter cards, 6 character cards, 3 boss cards, 1 starting card, 1 rule book, 35 items, 1 score pad, 4 pencils. You've seen all of those things, or certainly little bits of them. It tells us how to set up the game, so it tells us how to create the castle, how you choose your characters, and setting your health points. Okay. And then playing the game, the turn order, turning your chapter cards, completing chapters and winning a game. Item cards, drawing items, carrying items, trading items, using items. There we go. So all nicely laid out, and the book, to be honest, isn't very thick either. Combat, defending, defeating an enemy, after combat, resting, all these sort of things. And then solo play, which is lovely as well. You could play this like what's called two-handed. You could kind of go along and say, well, I'm going to play character A and character B and bounce them off each other. So it says solo play. Escape the Dark Castle is designed to be as good with 1 player as it is with 4. To play a solo game, simply choose any 2 characters and begin the game as normal. So you are playing two-handed. You'll make all decisions and dice rolls yourself. There are just 2 things to note. You must decide which of the 2 characters is turning each chapter before you turn it. Any you effects in the text of that chapter will then apply only to 1 character. When instructed to draw cards, roll the dice, or do anything per player in solo game, this should be read as per character. So nice and easy. So you can play it with your friends or you can play it on your own. There we go. So I just wanted to go into solo rules just to basically sort of show you. Plus I am like a massive sucker for games that have like solo rules. So who would I recommend this one to? Anyone who's got a slight remote interest in Dungeons and Dragons, D&D, role-playing games, whatever they may be. Solo gamers, anyone with another half or a gaming group that enjoys fantasy games of any type. This is just a nice little, it's just like a nice little D&D thing in a box. Again, without turning up with tons of rule books, 3,000 dice, character sheets. You know, your premise is really simple. You're working through the different cards, the different chapters of the book. Again, going back to the old Steve Livingston books, you know, choose your own adventure. You pick one, you do it, you sort it, you get out of it, you find the next one, so on, so forth. You do or you don't. What I like as well is the rules say that you win together or you lose together. So it encourages that cooperative side to the game. Again, anyone knows me, certainly on this channel knows I love cooperative games. I love nothing more than having a bottle of wine and playing a 2-player, 4-player game. We're all on the same side going through. So before I go, I would give this one a high recommendation. Be sure to leave me a comment below. Have you played it? Do you fancy it? Feel free to share the video, click a like as it helps with the old YouTube algorithm. And if you like what you see and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Okay, I'll see you soon for another board or card game unboxing.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Lite network today.